One of the things that I've seen with my friends and even in my own family is people kind of retreat back into this space where they're just waiting for things to pass. Um, I've heard you talk about being present. What do you mean by that when you say be present? And could you talk a little bit about some of the advantage of being present, and how do you actually do that?
Yeah, I mean, some people have the mindset that, hey, if I'm only a thumbnail now, I can disappear. I can disappear. And the fact is, for many people, you're actually even more visible now. You have a even opportunity to speak up and have a voice when you in front of your senior leaders, where before it was only certain people who got to go to that meeting, and now everyone's showing up on a Zooms, or a Teams or a WebEx or a Skype or Blue Jeans or whatever technology you're using. But you
Yeah.
have to learn them all you know but the point is this: you're either going to be someone who's adding value through your thumbnail working virtually, or you're going to be someone who disappears. So when I talk about presence and I talk about what I call engagement currency as it relates to your brand, you have to appeal to all the opportunities and sensibilities around engagement, because now engagement is your currency. Engagement is your brand. And what that means is, you have to choose, am I going to be on video or not? And understand that, when people see you, it automatically says you're in the game. And it used to be not as big a thing, but it's a big deal now because they can remember you. They can see your name behind your thumbnail. They can at least have an input into, oh yeah, I know Cody. Oh yeah, I know Gabriella. She's great. And all of a sudden, just that little bit, because they see you or they heard you or they saw your comment in the chat. They saw you, they heard you, they saw your comment in the chat. All of a sudden, they can remember you. And when it comes time for an opportunity, they remember your brand. People remember brands that they like, they remember, that they trust, or that they have an experience where it impacted them. So if you're not showing your video in this environment and you're just a name, a silent name, you could easily disappear. And the way the technology works is, if there's multiple people on a Zoom, you are what I call, you're in the balcony. So what happens is your name gets pushed all the way to, screen roll number 4. So you're in the balcony. So they don't even see you. So being present is so important, what I call being engaged. Your currency in building your brand today is about the engagement. How do people know that you are present, that you're adding value, that you are learning and giving, but also that you are, part of this community called, sort of progress. Now the reality is this: if you are, for some people, we all have, life, life takes over. We're in this environment where people are managing, cats and dogs running through, and kids in the background, and a microwave going off, and something's falling at a time, and the Amazon delivery is coming while you're trying to do the Zoom, and there's so many things that are going on. Life happens. So if you're not on camera, create emotion around your thumbnail. So if you are someone who is Kim Ellis, I'm going to be Kim, the kind, courageous, caring Kim Ellis. And all of a sudden, it's like courageous Kim. So whenever someone sees that thumbnail, even whether your video's on or not, they see courageous Kim. You got to brand yourself based on how you want to be known. So courageous, I love with the K, and I have a shirt like that say that, courageous Kim, right? So all of a sudden, it's like they see your thumbnail, oh, that's courageous Kim. So now when Kim makes a point, it's like, hey, courageous Kim is here. A superhero entered the room, the Zoom.
Yeah.
So the tip is, if you are not on video, and I advocate that you use video very intently, and you are on as much as you can. But if you're not, for some reason, you have to create emotion around your thumbnail. Let your name and your box stand for something in people's minds. Occupy some mind share. And hey, Kim, use that, Kim, because you are courageous, Kim Ellis.
I love that, Kaplan. You've got, and if anybody wants to know how to use a K, right, you've got so many terms that go with the K. I wish I would have created a slide and had some of them up here, but you definitely got some things that are part of your brand, right? And just people just know you for that.
Yes, absolutely. And so hey, Kunda, I see you. Kunda, thanks for joining. So, one of the things I think it's important is to be known for something, right? That's the key in this environment. So your engagement has to be known for something. You have to brand your engagement. Now, there are a lot of people who, even just, by their very background, I know someone who, I was speaking at a company, and they had a whole bunch of shoes in their background, as their background. But what they said was, I'm a creative person. I like to think on my feet. So the shoes made sense. And it
Yeah.
was like, hey, I'm trying to take a step up, a move forward. The shoes made sense. So even the nature of your background oftentimes can speak volumes in the ability for you to communicate your brand. And that's the level that we're in. That's the world that we're in right now, is everything matters.